Welcome back to the S3 Magazine YouTube channel. Today we have the special opportunity to have the 2019 Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye, not just the normal Challenger. And our buddy JT was kind enough to give us this massive old paper cotton mill thing to tear up. So let's give this thing a whirl.
Today, we are very fortunate to have a Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye. This thing is dangerous. 797 horsepower, 0 to 60, I believe, in 3.4 seconds. 2.7 liter supercharger.
That's a big one. I've never really messed with a supercharged car. Like all of the NSX, everything that we've done so far, it's all been turbos. This will be the first supercharged car I've driven, and it's so much bigger than just your average serpentine belt.
You've got air going here, and then dual scoop hood. You've got air going through the headlight, the pass-through inner headlight right here. You've got more air somehow getting sucked up in here, picking up cold air, all feeding this bad boy right here. I just know a little bit about it. It's basically got what they call two rotors, which imagine a drill bit that is basically this big and this big, and they spin at different speeds. I think this one's faster, and then it passes through, cools the air, makes power. Insanity. Here is the thing: 797 horsepower, 5-year, 60,000 mile warranty. It's got a Torque Flight 8-speed auto, which normally I poo-poo autos like a lot of people do, but this auto is the business. When you go in track mode, it's quarter-second shifts. It is violent, it is brutal, it is unnerving. There is no way you feel like it should have a 60,000 mile warranty because you feel like you're tearing it apart.
Any other car, this brand new NSX, my Focus, your Fiesta, anything like that, you open the engine bay and what do you see? Plastic. You just have pure muscle, only the necessities. Go out and rip it, have a good time, and I appreciate that Mopar is the only one showing that.
Mopar is ZZ Top of all automotive manufacturers. I just picture the board meetings like this. They come in a suit with some glitter from the night before on it, dark sunglasses, long hair, and they kind of walk in and they say, listen, stop, just that motor, put it in that car, paint it green, purple, this isn't rocket science, orange, they're gonna love it.
I would even rather have this over the Demon. The Demon is just a little bit too extra for my taste.
The Demon is nasty, but it's over.
It's over.
This is, again, from what I understand, I could be misquoting here or there, but basically this is the same motor as the Demon. It's the same internals, the same goods. What they did is they put a different calibration on it, which is kind of just fancy talk for a different tune to make it actually be able to survive the warranty, more or less. The fender flares are actually, they're about 1.5 inches on each side, so they add just a little over 3 inches.
Do you know what that is in comparison to the Demon fender flare?
It's the same. They're offering this on the SRT now too. I think you can get a scat pack or whatever.
I didn't know that.
With the flares, they're bringing it down through the line.
I like these new wheels.
Bad boy, 20 by 11 wheels. 305, what is it, 305/30 or 305?
305/30, yeah.
305/30 squared, front and rear. It's the same tire width, and it needs every last bit of it.
I mean, they're fighting. Because the Challengers are notorious for being considered boats and only being straight line cars. But I think with these 20 by 11s, those 305s, I think this could take a turn pretty well, especially in the track mode. I think that the Z01 might have a contender. Maybe I could be wrong. It's still a heavy car.
It's a different, the Z01, the Camaro in general, the Mustang, they're going more the sports car route. They're trying to make true performers. What I really love about this is it's true performer, but it's badass.
It's just
sloppy. It's angry. It wants to kill you. It does not want to go in the direction you point. There's a lot of cars that play in the middle of the spectrum. This thing is it's either passive and it's a great daily, it's a good, comfortable car, or else it's ripping your face off. Brakes are 6-piston Brembos. I think it's 14.5-inch rotors. It's big boy brakes.
I see original muscle. I see the passion behind what started it all.
It's just like the design, the way that like the matte blacks of the tail around the tail lights, and at night the way that these that the tail lights kind of reflect off the bumper and the top of this. This is the extended wing on this car. So the way that it all plays off of each other.
Look at the way it reflects off of the bumper and even off of the wing. Like, it's just so evil.
There are some cars that are about the numbers, right? It's about getting it done. It's about the stats. This car is about the emotion. And everything that we say, let's do it, that gets lost somewhere in a lot of the other companies out there and gets diluted down, they do it, and you got to commend them for that. Dodge Charger Hellcat Redeye, 797 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Torque Flight, 8-speed automatic transmission, track mode. It goes down to like a quarter-second shift times. It's brutal. It's devilish.
Sum it up. Dodge just keeps one-upping themselves.
Yeah,
it gets more awesome every time.
It's like they're past one-upping everybody else. They're just one-upping themselves.
Yeah, like they have no competition anymore. They know they've already thrown all the other competition out the window. So that's like, let's beat ourselves.
It's got comfort mode, sport mode or track mode, and all that. It has variations in the suspension. The firmness has variations in the feedback that you get from the steering wheel. The shift points change, the shift speeds change. It is as wild as we can get in 2019, and it can also be the car that you drive to the office. It's insane what these guys.
I would love for somebody to prove me wrong, but I very well believe this might be the most badass and out there car of 2019. I want Ford, Chevy, prove me wrong, but I think this takes
your
the cake.
move. There are 800,000 horsepower more than that cars lurking out on the streets. They're not factory. This car, you can go into the dealership, sign your name, leave with 800 horsepower.
And put it in a ditch.
Get your mind around that. It is insanity. It's not even like, I want this car. It's not even like, oh man, this car's kind of got me. I need it. I can't afford it. That doesn't even matter. That's not computing. That's not part of the equation in my head. I just need it. I need to figure it out. I figure if we had a car like this, we could make some money with it.
You're saying all this, and I still haven't gotten the chance to drive it. Okay, start button. Oh, she's a grumbler.
Don't let it hurt you.
I am so excited. I am so excited. Okay. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
No. You literally could lose control. You ain't gonna like it either. Personally, I could not buy this car in a sedated color. You know?
Yeah.
It's gotta be like a classic Mopar in your face color. Keep the windows open, because this is the kind of car where the windows need to be down.
Yeah,
And as
how do I
roll
put
the
this
windows up, this car.
I gotta put this mug in track mode. What is that, an SRT button?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, boom, track.
Okay, see, in auto mode, everything's kind of subdued, from your steering to your shifting. And then you got your traction controls like fully on, right? Oh, I'm telling about this. And then when you go into sport mode, it's the halfway point, it's sporty. You go into track mode, and it really starts to kind of cut out some of the traction. It's still there, but it's not gonna cradle you. The steering feel gets, a lot more resistance to it or whatever. This car scares the out of me. I mean, the crap out of me. And if it doesn't, it'll hurt you. Like, if this car doesn't scare you, you don't need to be anywhere near it, because it should scare you. So yeah, having said that, we're in sport mode, so it's gonna
Do I click these to shift? Oh, I can.
Yeah,
okay.
you can. It's gonna sharpen the shift points, but it's still gonna keep traction control kind of there.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready,
You ready?
bro.
You good? Okay, should I just punch it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! What? Oh my God!
gosh.
You're ruined for life now, huh?
I'm speechless. That was the... This is the fastest car I've ever experienced.
Oh, yeah, it's total insanity.
This thing is so cool! Ah!
Like, third gear is the one that melts your eyes. Like, third gear is where you're just kind of like, it just pulls and pulls.
That is... Dude.
Ruins everything, doesn't it?
Look at the marks.
Big old fat marks.
This thing is insane.
Unexplainable. So prior to this car, you guys saw we got an NSX, right? $170,000 car, twin turbo V6 with hybrid motors, no boost lag, and that car to me was the fastest thing I had ever driven until that thing. That is just raw power, put you in your seat, put you in a ditch, and then like send you to the great God Almighty. But it, like, this thing is a ripper. Like, there's really no words. I hope the video really shows you how just raw and brute this thing is, but it's incredible. We burned tires for like a quarter mile, and it still wanted more until I let out.
The NSX is the NSX, and this is damn America, you know?
That by far is the coolest car I've ever been in, and you can get it from the factory that way.
This car is a problem because I would rip it, and I was not only looking at the roads or traffic. Obviously the roads had to be good and there had to be no traffic, but I was looking at the ditches thinking, could I go in that one and be okay?
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. That was the Dodge Hellcat Redeye. It is a beast. You need to drive one for yourself if you get the opportunity. I just want to take a second to say, if you haven't heard of us before, we are S3 Magazine. Not only do we have this YouTube channel, but we are also a tuner/import print car magazine out of Atlanta, Georgia. We do lots of cool stuff. Got all the social medias at S3 Magazine. If you're interested in something like that, go check out the website, www.s3mag.com. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Are you filming right now? All right, so remember how I said that this car could very easily bite your face off?
Well, it did.
It bit me. Dude, what just happened? We were just done filming, driving home, trying to get one last little thing.
Trying to get one last shot.
Freaking, we got it. Now my mind is going to the next thing of like, I got a call,
And tell them.
like I'm calling my dad, and I'm 16 years old. I just had to call the press car people, which is like calling your dad when you're 16 and you wrecked his car. And so, long story short, we hit the gas. It got away from us in a before you can even think, oh, it's getting away from me. It's getting away, and we're Dukes of Hazzarding. And we hit this damn mailbox, and it's not a little wooden one. It was a metal rod mailbox.
It's a very long driveway, and like that has a gate and everything.
But guess who she was? It was the sheriff.
The sheriff?
We hit the sheriff.
She was very nice about it, by the way.
Long story short, she was very nice. I've already given her money for the mailbox. Embarrassingly, she's like a neighbor, and I'm new to this area, so that's how I met my neighbor.
I've never been in a car that has like legitimately scared me. Like, I've had cars that are fast and it's like viscerating and cool and get your adrenaline pumping, but this car, like, it gives you that, like, you know that feeling when you're about half asleep and you dream you're falling and then you wake up right before you hit the ground? That's what happens when you punch the gas on that car.
It does not affect my love for this car one little bit. I would buy this one. Maybe we can get a deal on this one. Hell, I don't know how to end this. How do you end this?
I mean, yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, it was only a mailbox, but it's just like the kind of concept of it, just because of the stigma that holds.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do?
We really appreciate you guys for checking this channel out. Have a good one. See you next time.